That shit is what up? Every time.
What up, my beautiful black people? How y'all doing this evening?
What's up, peoples?
What's going on, beautiful people?
I mean, don't all you niggas talk at once.
I said something. I don't know what the fuck you want me to say. I said something.
Ladies and gentlemen, another episode.
Look, now you niggas won't shut
another
up.
episode of Watch Them Throw.
Right.
Now
I was like, nigga, shut the fuck up. God
damn. Here we go.
Welcome, everyone.
Anyways, we another cap. We back with another wonderful recap. This is what season 2, episode 7 and 8.
Episode 7.
We got a lot of shit to talk about.
7, 8.
7, 8, like motherfucker. Got to see it through.
7 and 8. Before we get off into that, we have a special guest with us. This man had probably the coldest hands in the state of Mississippi when it comes to these clippers. Now, I can't front. He never cut my shit, but he did. It was cold as a night king. Anyway, let me introduce y'all to my boy, Mr. Donald Fats Brown, hair to the throne. What's up, bro?
Man, how y'all doing?
Lord of the Fade.
Man, thank y'all for having me on. Finally.
You say finally.
Finally. I've been wanting to come on so long. I just been nervous.
Welcome, my brother. I was about to say, like, I already know you ain't cut fucking TK hair.
I trim up the mustache, the Steve Harvey.
That nigga head ain't seen clippers in a generation.
Well, he has put those resurrection clippers on my hairline a time or two.
Y'all are cruel.
Man, I know. I'm follically challenged myself.
Hey, man. I'm sorry, man. I'll get there eventually.
This nigga said, I'm sorry as he
everybody,
nigga, fuck you.
Everybody can't be lazy.
I'll get there eventually. I'm assuming.
Scratch my hairline on these niggas.
Yeah. Leslie, you got 2 daughters. Yeah, you gonna get
I'm broke, baby.
I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no hairline.
I ain't got no hairline.
You know what y'all talking about? I can relate.
But we here. We ready? And let's get into it, baby. So we always do. Facts. We want to know if you know them goddamn thrones.
No, damn thrones.
All right, let's see.
Question 1. She was boring. She is what? A, tall, A, ugly as fuck.
I'm gonna go with C.
Question 2.
Man, C.
Yeah,
Rickard said, any man who stands between the father and his vengeance acts A, death, B, well-whooped ass, C, the eye of the gods.
Well-whooped ass, B. Hell yeah, I like that.
Hell yeah, let's go with B. I concur with that.
Quit him. B, rent him. C, don't have wives.
Tyrion said,
no.
I fall in love with the strippers. Tyrion said.
Y'all starting already. We can't even get through them throws. We're already off the
Yeah, nigga shit.
Man, especially this episode.
Oh God.
He got his cake tight this episode.
All right.
For some reason, I am lagging really bad. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you got a little chop over there, my boy.
Oh, I thought that was me. All right, good. All right.
Yeah,
sorry, everybody. We're experiencing some chop.
Some technical difficulties.
Man, he is in Houston, Texas, though. So
there you go.
It's only fitting.
Lean and screw, man.
It's only fitting.
Yeah, I ain't never had it like this though. This wild as fuck. But you know, show must go on.
Rock out.
But before we go on, Valerian, show them niggas your shirt, dog. I like that shirt.
Man, you feel me? You know, we like dragons and shit too, right?
Come on, mama.
You feel me? We like dragons and shit too. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Got young nigga coining phrases out here. You feel me?
Only niggas will fucking do a little bop dance to fucking while also showing off some fucking new wardrobe shit. Like, that is.
Hey,
there's no other way. There's no other way. Go ahead and
that's a tier 1 nigga right there, boy. Tier 1 nigga.
Pull up my goddamn notes. Let me get prepared.
Let's see.
That's light skin stuff. That's light skin stuff.
Hey now, hey.
King light skin.
TK, you good?
Man.
Okay, man.
I don't know.
Oh, my boy, lad.
My shit on life support like Viserys. My shit struggling.
Boy, need some of that. Boy, you need some of that Maester oil while.
Damn right.
Nigga shit is some of that shit oil while was passing around.
Damn. Let's get here. Shit. So, like I said, we on season 2, episode 7, and we start this episode off, if I'm not mistaken, at King's. No, I'm sorry.
We at Winterfell, ain't it? With Bran.
Yeah.
Bran escaping with Osha and Hodor.
Yeah.
And the wolves.
So Bran escaped on Hodor back after Asha put that thing on Theon.
She put that wildling booty on that boy.
Mm-hmm.
She turned him inside out and upside down, and he was in after sex coma.
And left him sleep with his mouth open.
Yeah, he didn't wake up to the next morning when it was.
My boy
light.
had that mouth open sleep.
Wildlings know how to be wild. So. They know how to do wild things. Yeah.
Hey, turn up, Osha. She turned that boy out. Wynn did the same thing to another one. Didn't even get him none.
Hey, Jamal Bop.
Right, just cut his goddamn throat.
Wow.
She already starting off on with some heaters.
Wildling ass. Never mind.
That's what
the definition of wild nigga.
Household John ass.
Hey, we talked about Osha taking the bath so that she could go do the wild thing. So
I'm just glad she bathes. Because back in the day, I can only imagine what Winterfell and Castle Black and all the rest of the castles were smelling like back in the day. Musty balls and that.
Hey, I mean, you talking about back in the day. Hell, these wildlings don't use rags now. So
why you call them wildlings, bro? Is that code? Is wildlings code for something else?
I'm just saying.
How y'all start already?
That shit.
We're supposed to do this. We need. We need the nigga shit shirts.
If she got WAP, does that mean that Targaryens got what? So can we just say that now?
What?
I think I'm
what?
Okay.
Oh my god, man! Y'all, hey man, really? I'm gonna be CJ. This is where we need CJ. I'm gonna reel it back in, guys. Let's bring it back in. So we got what? Osha escaping with Bran, or at least giving us the appearance that they are escaping Winterfell after Theon had sacked the castle with his bitch ass. But after that, we get immediately into the conversation with Ygritte and Jon Snow, as he has dropped the ball epically on that. Also behind some wildling wop.
Hey, she actually said it. She actually said it.
So she literally said, "Wet is wet, warm and wet." We have literally seen two men within the last hour of episode time. Leslie, you wanna lead us down the path with this wild and John getting bamboozled?
Hell yeah! So all right, so as you know, John was pressing against Ygritte's buttocks, or as I like to call fucking lower tailbone, or whatever the fuck. I mean, I don't know how much she got back there.
That piece of paper.
Yeah, right. Neither nor there, cardboard.
I salute the great the great flatlands of the North.
The great,
that girl is definitely white bread and mayo. Thank you, Lord.
So one of the things that that they talked about was that the Wildlings being free, and so they were having sort of a conversation about ideas, and sort of you got a chance to really see the Wildlings' point of view, that they're not all savages and fucking and just people who are just as mindless killing machines who just live in some broke ass, poor ass conditions. It was because their people so happen to be north of the wall that were built by the first men, even though
and I like how she put that, like when they were having the argument or whatever, John was like, oh, my dad was first man, blood of the first men, we were here too. So she like, okay, so why the fuck y'all kick us out? And he was like, y'all didn't kick us out, y'all was raiding our shit. And he was like, she was like, well, shit, it wasn't y'all shit. Y'all put a wall in the middle of the shit and told us it was y'all shit. So the fuck we supposed to do to eat? It ain't shit out here, my boy. Like she really hit him with nigga. You see it? You see where we at, my boy. So
help me.
I thought that was dope, and we really see, I think, John and that shit start to take hold of his mind, and you kind of see where that's going with him warping his thoughts. Because John, he's always wanting to play that noble role, honorable and shit like that. So for him to hear that, it's like, oh shit, maybe we was fucking up thousands of years ago.
And then of course it was the first ever time we hear nothing, Jon Snow.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
First time of many.
Facts. She said that, boy.
Never expected to turn on TV. The history of America get talked about.
Right.
You never know where the truth is gonna pop up.
She was like, y'all niggas the pilgrims. Fuck out of here.
Like, Plymouth Rock didn't land on us, head ass.
That wall landed on him.
Christiana
literally landed on them.
We ain't laying in Sherwood.
So basically,
Fuck.
I gotta remember that classic. Go ahead, TK. My fault, man.
We leave north of the wall and we find ourselves in Harrenhal. And Leslie, you talked about this on a couple episodes. That we have yet another interaction between Tywin and Arya.
Right.
He's giving her the game. Take us through that.
Yeah. So Tywin is basically pissed that somebody's tried to kill him, right? And because of that, he's just killing random motherfuckers every motherfucking sight. And you can tell this is the different Tywin compared to the one who originally showed up in Harrenhal, who came across as a little bit more, like heroic, or somebody who was like more logically sound. But now that he's upset, now we see who the real fucking Tywin is. Fucking tyrant who is just telling the mountain to essentially just go kill every fucking body. Kill all the villages, all the women, kids, all the shit that the mountain does in order for Tywin to essentially keep his hands clean. Because everybody knows that the mountain is Tywin's dog or mud or whatever the fuck you want to call him. He goes out and does the dirty work. And
attack Brontosaurus.
There you go. Right. Yeah. And so then they end up having a conversation about just about legacy. Tywin is trying to explain to Arya the importance of legacy, and then they get into the conversation about Harrenhal and who eventually, you know, and who took over Harrenhal, which was Aegon Targaryen and his sisters, which Arya reminded him of, and we get a mention of that motherfucking nigga named Vhagar.
Hey,
we know
yeah.
you know, I mean, listen,
Drag.
you ain't got to tell us, man. You ain't got to tell us about Vhagar. We know that motherfucker personally now. So, you know.
They almost started talking too much too, though.
Exactly. Yeah, she started. Well, you know, and she's been doing that. So she's on this I don't give a fuck mode. Meanwhile, Tywin is really trying to teach her to shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
you can survive better that way because Tywin has essentially like found out that she's of somebody. He doesn't know exactly who she is, but she's somebody, and she's running or hiding from something. And Tywin is trying to get her really to shut the fuck up and telling her that listen, you know, I see you. Just make sure other people don't see you. Right.
Is that why he kept her around like that? Because he knew, you know, like, okay, I know you're highborn. I know you're not who you say you are. I know you're obviously not a boy, you're a girl. And I know you're hiding somebody. Is that why we see, you know, that witty back and forth between them, you know, in every scene?
Yeah, like so that could be also just the fact that he just she reminds him of Cersei. And I think this is something where like you see the how like an adult just admires a kid who isn't their kid. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure he probably tried to coach Cersei to be this direction and she went that direction, the same direction that Arya is going, but he appreciates that in Arya the same way he probably couldn't in Cersei.
God,
you know,
right.
Like, yeah, right, exactly. Because it's like, you know, it's not your kid, but at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, this little motherfucker is above her like what her station is supposed to be. So, you know, I get it.
Well, if you think about it, he immediately had an air of respect for her over everybody else, simply for the fact that she disguised herself as a boy when he first got there. So she already had points that she had built up with him from jump.
So basically, he was like, "Y'all are a bunch of fucking idiots."
Because he hates stupidity, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, first of all, it's a girl. Bring her to my room so she can be my cupbearer. Y'all stupid.
Yeah. They know what they're gonna probably do to her. They find out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. The more Tywin gets her to talk, the more he's trying to focus, you know, see who she is and where she's really from. So he knows she's from the north. Yeah. You know, he doesn't know, you know, what house. She keeps calling out some of the smaller houses that her mother served, Lady Dawson or whoever it was, and her father was a brick mason. And he was like a brick mason that could read. So he's like, yeah, that's some bullshit right there. So he keeps trying to get her to talk just a little bit more to get so he can find out who she is. And so as she talks, he's really, you know, no, it's not that, you know, going down the different paths, trying to find out who this little girl is. And he doesn't. He tries to. He's working on it. Yeah.
You know, and the other thing that, you know, which was the conversation about my lord versus me lord, was something that was such a fucking like low-key pivotal moment, because it's going to come back later on in the seasons when she links up with our boy Walder Frey. So, you know, when she addresses him as such, and he didn't even catch it until it was fucking too late. Yeah. So I thought that was a dope moment too.
Facts.
Yeah, all he saw was wife number 25, but
damn.
Right.
Walter
Fred and that bitch like the ugly Hugh Hefner with
yeah, right.
Hey, that's real. He showed
boy from around the way. I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving
with something.
Yo, Cooper's on it.
Hold on.
Said my nigga versus me nigga.
Man,
hold on.
She be wild.
Nigga.
She gotta come on the
Look
fucking
at
show,
this,
dog. Hey, she gotta come on the fucking show.
So listen, Jamila, you coming on next next episode.
That's why we can't get shit done, man.
This is why the show runs 2 hours.
The comments like this.
Hey, I'm trying it.
We trying to scale this motherfucker down, y'all.
God damn. Proceed.
All right, so we leave Harrenhal.
We're back over here with Dany,
and we find ourselves over in duck sauce, and
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Her dragons are missing, and he's trying to help her. He running heavy game on it. She like, fuck what you talking about. I ain't trying to hear that shit.
And she like, boy, if you hit me with that many times in my life,
take us through that.
What'd you say, TK? You cut out a little bit. Shut up, nigga.
I said I wanted Fats to take us through that scene with Dany and
duck sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce.
Oh, my 4-year-old, she having a moment right now. I'm sorry, 5-year-old. I'm sorry.
Don't they all?
Man, but so she with old boy, and she trying to. First of all, your boy came back, try to save the day, telling her she need to go and get out of town. But she can't leave her dragon. She can't leave her dragon. Hold on.
George call himself trying to leave that ass himself. George ain't slick. George trying to set himself up. I ain't like, nigga, you not fooling. Come on, Talisa, we might shit, girl, fuck them dragons. You might well come on with your boy.
And she tried to make it clear to him, they're my only children.
With your boy.
Right, exactly. Only children. Right. Yeah, like he was like, nigga, I mean, like technically you ain't birthed nobody. Like,
right.
Sucking at your breast and shit. You feel me?
Appreciate that, y'all. Thank you.
Right, nigga, you not slick. You really creepy right now. Get your old creepy ass out of here, George.
But yeah, then she going up with you got your boy. What's his name? John Tofi. King John Tofi.
Call that nigga the green mile, bro. Call that nigga green mile.
Yeah, John Tofi.
Yo. That was a bar.
Oh man, John Kofi duck sauce.
You got him trying to, latch on that coattail. He got his mission. He got going on.
He was trying to get that Targussy too. All this shit really circled around. Everybody's really trying to get that Targussy.
Everybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy if you think about it.
Both of these 2 episodes, it's got a lot of betrayal.
Facts.
So they're gonna be a recurring theme right here. Betrayal.
Facts.
In big letters.
You ain't the king of nothing.
Right, like he just trying to. Everybody trying, like you said, Carl. Everybody trying to fuck. John Coffee, duck sauce, Jordan Explorer,
Jorah.
Jorah ain't supposed to have left Qarth altogether. He done came back because he still wants some of that Targussy.
Hold on, TK, did you say Jorah the Explorer?
You're trying to explore, all right?
God damn.
He's trying to part them teenage lips.
Man, it's sad. I feel bad for your boy. He was devoted.
I think at this point we end up back with Jon Snow and Ygritte, and I think this officially is where Ygritte drops the nothing Jon Snow.
Oh, okay.
And that's where she's trying to get him to join the tribe and all this shit. She basically spitting all this game like, hey, you not like them. I know it's something different about you. I really want some of that motherfucking meat. If you want to pull up in the bike right quick, but then she ended up cutting out on my boy.
Well, yeah, she ended up trying to explain to him the Wildling democracy, essentially. That's what they got is a fucking democracy. Yeah. And Jon Snow is like, bitch, what the fuck?
Free will? What you mean free will? You mean y'all do what y'all want to do?
Y'all wanted that motherfucker? You ain't like killed kill a few niggas, and all of a sudden, like, I'm king. Nah, and you could tell that when I first watched this, you could even tell what was about to happen because Ygritte started leading Jon Snow when they were walking.
Yeah.
It was initially Jon Snow was leading him. He was lost as shit. And so Ygritte started leading Jon Snow. The other thing is that, these two are actually married in real life.
That's dope.
Yeah, they end up getting married in real life. Rose, Leslie, and John.
How far into the seasons were we, Leslie, when they got married?
Like
it was like season 3 when they got married or something like
that? Yeah. Like it was like season 3 or 4. Yeah. I think she was. Hey, she was off the show by season 4.
Yeah.
In that scene when she told him it was warm and wet, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna see it in real motherfucking life." And you saw what happened.
For real.
Hey,
they got him.
My boy said that line too motherfucking good.
He said wild and walk.
Right.
It was convincing.
Hey, she's
I think I want to try to
say it so good. That nigga.
She said warm and wet, so she got 2 W's.
Man. And it's cold out there. She like, boy, I can warm that peck up for you.
She said you ain't had no wop.
Right.
Oh,
like you just walking around here with fucking just nothing.
This thing turned you out. Come here, boy.
She hit that boy. She was like, hey, bro. She was hitting that nigga with some comebacks though. She was really killing it. So you don't like girls? But you swore them off. So you don't want to fuck a girl? Man, she was killing Sean.
No, I don't. But
so you don't want Renly, but you don't want me. Okay, all right.
Hey, man, what is y'all doing?
Hey, when she asked that boy if he fucked the sheep, he was through then.
That nigga was disgusted. Wanted to cut her ass open. Oh man! But then he ended up getting caught. Of course, after she led him off the trail, and at that point, we don't see they switch scenes after that, right? He gets caught, and then we on to the next one.
Yeah. Okay. Like she ended up doing a little.
Yeah, I was gonna say that wasn't in there. I was about to get ahead of myself. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. She betrayed his ass.
Yeah, that's next episode.
Yeah. Well, where I was about to go with it was next episode.
Now we're at the Kingslayer.
Yeah.
The Kingslayer.
Yeah, so we lead north of the wall, and we with the Kingslayer talking to his cousin, I believe. They in the cage and shit, and Buddy a real fan of the Kingslayer. He telling him stories and shit, and he basically like, I couldn't even talk to my family after squiring for you because they don't understand shit.
Yeah. So the little cousin is basically fangirling over the Kingslayer.
Right, over his cousin.
Yeah, over who's his own cousin.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are so many Lannister cousins, because there are so many Lannisters, but of course Tywin at the top.
Is your mother the fat one?
There's only one fat Lannister.
That's like at the top of the asshole list shit to say.
Nigga, I'm telling you, boy, season 1 and 2, Jamie, that nigga was prime ass.
Oh my god. And even in Chains coming with the heat.
Talking shit. Two-hand Jamie.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Two-hand Jamie was a with me.
Can we get
that's the truth.
Two-hand Jamie was him.
Wow. I need a 2-hand nigga shit for that one. Nigga shit. God damn. Wow. That might be the comment of the night.
Samantha Wooten. I bow.
Hey, she put beast in all.
That boy was wild though.
That was perfect.
Also, it's funny. Just going back real quick.
Oh my god, man.
Hey.
Oh man. Whew.
Also, going back real quick, like when y'all noticed that when Robb and them were having a conversation about, like there's no more room left. Fucking Lord Bolton, his ass always trying to kill some motherfuckers.
Hey, shit,
Man,
you make some room, nigga.
He got over there. He
I
said,
watched it like, hey,
hell yeah, that
hey,
man.
nigga, in a couple of days.
That motherfucker said it like that motherfucker said too many prisoners.
Lay a couple of these, you know what I'm saying?
Roos was so annoyed. He was so annoyed.
I'm telling you, he wanted to kill somebody.
You like, stop with all this nice shit, Rob. You supposed to be a king, God.
Hey, and he showed it again. Next, we'll get into that. With Roos, like that motherfucker just want to kill.
Man,
Roos just want to kill. And if your mama named you Roos, you'll be mad as fuck too.
Goddamn Roos. Goddamn Roos.
Cock-a-doodle do.
Roos said, so you don't want to start killing some of these motherfuckers off?
Right, exactly.
So we can start killing some of these motherfuckers off.
That's
about Rob want to make a sweet.
Right.
Where did they even catch old buddy, the Lannister cousin? Like, we
just
end up at this scene and they got him, they holding him captive, right?
He had come back with a message from Cersei.
He was an envoy, and they was like, bitch, you ain't going back, ho. We gonna lock your ass up with your cousin.
Right.
Bad.
That's it.
So we got these niggas in the cage, and he fanboying over his cousin, and then Jamie ended up whispering some shit in his ear, telling him to come close and put that murder game on him.
Yep. Yeah. There's only one. I can think of one way for me to escape.
Man, the bludgeoning shit out of your ass.
They gonna check on him.
He bludgeoned him, right, and then he choked Lord Qarth Stark's son, right, or the other way around.
Yeah. No, you're right. He bludgeoned him until he had a seizure, and then Qarth Stark came in pouring as he was having a seizure.
Yeah, and choked the shit out of the son, which really was still a whack ass way to die. Because like, if I'm the nigga with the sword coming to check on what's going on with the prisoners, I'm gonna come in poking niggas first. I'm gonna poke me a nigga too. Like, I'm gonna walk in and shake.
Yeah, like I'm fucking doing something. I got my shit out.
Bitch, you dead too? I'm gonna poke me a nigga.
Facts.
Poke me a nigga. Nigga ain't finna wake up out of his fake sleep and choke me with no fucking thing.
What are you gonna do, Carlton?
Poke me a nigga.
I tell you what though. That nigga got caught fast as hell. He was no fucking Harriet Tubman.
Man,
I'm sorry. It was
immediately.
But you gotta think, as great a swordsman as he is, how many times has he had to escape from anything?
I mean,
he didn't know what he was doing.
Shit,
he used to run into shit.
That nigga, hey, that boy didn't know his directions or none of that shit. He was trying to run with the chains on. I'm out there. Oh my god! But hey, this nigga wasn't no Harriet Tubman.
Oh shit! Let go.
Nigga said he wasn't no Harriet Tubman, man.
You are no Tubman.
They caught that boy within minutes of escape.
It was like 10 minutes later. They were like, "Yeah, we talked about
I don't even think they brought the hounds out for this nigga. They didn't have no hounds, no horses, or nothing. They just went and found this nigga on foot.
They didn't have to use the dogs.
Whoever was guarding the edge of the camp found, like, nigga, what are you doing out of your pen?
What are you doing? Boy, if you don't get your damn ass, get your ass.
Are you talking about the nigga who was running like this?
Hey, they was beating his ass on the way back too. Like on the way back, everybody was catching a lick. You fucking Kingslayer, justice for the Cyclops.
Man, oh my mama.
Hey, I seen niggas in the back getting slaps in. They was slapping that nigga on the back of the head.
They wanted a piece of that motherfucker.
And then he was like lame nigga in school.
Man, oh my god, that's exactly what he looked like.
Right.
Oh, come on.
Oh my god.
Where we at, T Kizzle?
So
for shizzle.
So I think after that scene, man, we are back in Qarth. Everybody's sitting at the table and shit. You know, she's standing in front of the 13. And the spice trader, you know, he like, look,
Fuck your dragon.
Fuck you and your dragon.
Oh God.
It's best that them niggas dead. You know, so bitch, we don't care. We ain't helping you find shit.
Hey, nigga told her, and if I
And
did
then
know,
that's
bitch,
when you
I
see the
wouldn't tell
play.
Right.
Hey, that nigga, bro, he was on some asshole shit. Look, first of all, I don't know where your dragon's at. Second of all, if I knew where your dragon was at, bitch, I wouldn't tell you.
You ain't finna
Like
bully
that.
me with goddamn dragons.
Bro, but the Spice Trader was on some asshole shit from the moment they arrived.
Well, he wasn't no dummy.
Like he really wasn't for the bullshit from jump. Like he really was like, man, fuck you and them dragons from the moment they arrived.
Yep.
And he went and he died on that hill.
And he was consistent. And he was consistently
that nigga
saying,
died. He died on
bitch.
that fucking hill, bro. That nigga.
Exactly.
I want to say that nigga's last words was "fuck you and them dragons."
Fuck you and them dragons.
Oh,
Show you the comment real quick.
bitch, you ain't-
Has it back.
We got Mel DM in the comments. They said he said
that you ain't
bitch,
getting your deposit.
you ain't getting your deposit back.
He was not going for that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's above me now. It's above me now.
It's above me.
It's above me now. I'm sorry, it's above me.
Come on and hang with it, man. Come on.
You know
hang
what though? In low key, I hate to speculate, but it looked like he ain't want no Targets in no way. I mean, he
Man,
came
listen.
across as like
He was straight.
He was
I
good.
mean, he do have sweet spices.
She definitely could not entice him.
right. She definitely-
Not with Dragon nor Targussy.
he was
Right.
he was not impressed.
Sweets and spices.
Oh my God.
damn.
That black boy call, you shouldn't have lost it.
You shouldn't have lost.
Oh man. Shouldn't have lost your goddamn. Yeah, you ain't had no business losing the guy. Hey, how the fuck you losing?
I told you not to take it
How
outside
you losing the
anyway.
damn dragon?
I take that motherfucker outside. That's what
Did you put him up like I told you to? Your ass didn't feed
Did you
him,
let your friends play with it and they broke it?
Oh God, Jesus.
Oh, not that shit.
Yeah.
Told you not to let nobody ride them dragons.
Man, I told you about letting folks ride them damn dragons.
What I tell you?
So we in the room. Old boy said what he had to say, and then I forget the little blue nigga name.
Just fucking Warlock.
Pirate-
Shit, goddamn Adam Warlock.
The warlock.
Right.
That nigga,
With them damn confusing ass powers.
that nigga needs some calcium, though.
So
That part. So,
Vitamin
yeah,
D.
the heroin
Jesus.
warlock.
That nigga needs some milk.
Little blue lips.
That nigga thirsty.
That nigga be the first one to die in a
so
while.
so let's
That nigga was smoking backwoods.
Without busting them down.
That nigga smoking the cigar out the backwoods.
All
I
right.
had
Smoking
some
the King wood.
before.
So
I thought
this
that
is
was
where
weird.
This is where we have our big subtraction problem.
Mm.
Yeah, we're at the Council of 13, and if 2 take over, how many die?
I talked my best. She like she'll put up her fingers. She like, okay.
Samantha Wooden said in the comments that nigga look like Milk of the Poppy.
How does that nigga look like Milk of the Poppy? And we all agree. Like, how does a nigga look like Milk of the Poppy? And I'm
In
like,
human form.
that fucking makes sense. I've never like.
Now you touch that nigga, it's over with.
If Milk of the Poppy was a person.
That nigga was on that fitting. That's what they call that fentanyl back then.
Right, man. The walking symbol.
Go to any of your cities downtown and you'll find him.
I ain't never seen a nigga get called Milk of the Poppy before, dog.
Like we saw it, Mother of Summer Cheers.
Okay,
No, you're
continue. Okay.
You're
We good.
No, we're not. No, we're not.
Yeah, we're not. But I mean, hey, it is what it is.
the important thing in this scene is that the Council of 13 went down to the Council of 2, and all of a sudden, Qarth had a king, a self-proclaimed king. So, do we have the War of the Six Kings now? Because we now have a king in Essos. But then the milk of the poppy is trying to. We'll come to the house of the undying, and we have your children, and we'll show you your children. And Dany's like, oh hell no, we ain't having none of this. I'm getting out of here. And every time she turns around, he pops up in front of her, and he stabs someone else back there, and then all of a sudden Jorah appears in his full armor, and he's ready.
Full cape.
Yeah. He's ready to battle.
I'm here to save you, my love.
Out of nowhere, he said, "Fuck this magic shit. I can go through it."
Ain't say
There
shit.
you go.
And she was like, "Nigga, how you gonna save me from milk of the poppy?"
I don't know, but I'm
Oh God.
Yeah, when she tried to leave, that blue nigga was on every corner like the police on a Saturday night.
Man, literally. Roadblocks, nigga.
Like everywhere.
Yeah, you're lying, nigga. That nigga was a PUI checkpoint.
Man, out here. License registration, please.
Yeah. Waiting on a nigga to turn around. Whoop, there you go.
Captain Saber. Big Jorah energy.
What's old boy? That police always pulling people over Harrisburg.
Big Wally.
Right.
Mr. Ticket.
And
Y'all niggas this Hubcap City jokes. Hubcap City.
Stay champs.
oh God. Okay.
So after we have the massacre in Qarth, I think the last scene was we back in Winterfell.
Yeah, back with Theon and his brood.
Mm-hmm.
So Theon showed up, and he has, the bodies of Bran
and Rickon
and Judy from Full House. Tell us,
fuck, bruh.
Judy from fucking Full House.
Let me just say, hold on, because he had
Rickon got some burn, man.
He had some conversation during this episode where it was about walnuts, but we got to hear Rickon.
Hey man, Rickon had a whole same dream as his brother in season 1. He had some lines.
Yeah.
That nigga had like 2 lines in season 1.
Let's say Rickon ain't important.
She's
still damn boy.
Nigga's been reduced to walnuts.
Rickon was a throwaway, nigga.
Walnuts.
If
nigga Hodor just breaking them motherfuckers like they goddamn like they grapes or some shit. God damn.
It's a cold air wind, my boy.
It's cold air wind.
Cold air wind. It's cold air wind.
God damn. That big motherfucker.
Hey,
So,
Hodor.
in the chasing of Bran and Rickon and Osha and Hodor, they went out to their friend Jack and Billy's farm, but then, and that's where Theon saw the walnut shells and everything, and they were still looking for him, and they sent Maester Lewyn back to Winterfell.
God damn it.
Well, I'm sorry, JC, you're killing me.
She killing me, bro.
So what we get at the end of the episode, we get Maester Lewyn, who comes down into
the crypt.
The crypt. Thank you.
Can you pause real quick, Mother?
Yes.
Rickon probably got paid per diem. That's a good point, JC.
Okay.
Got paid.
They pay
She paid walnut.
They pay him food and lodging.
They say, here's your food stamp card. Get out of here.
Oh God. So they double back. So they when Theon was trying to chase him around with the hounds, they doubled back and went back to Winterfell, so that all of a sudden the trail just went cold. So when Theon showed up at Winterfell with these charred bodies and said, "This is Bran and Rickon," and then hung them up, and all the rest of the servants and everybody was just crying and everything. And of course, like I said, Maester Lewyn went down in the crypt and was talking to Osha about, what are they going to do next? How are they going to continue to protect them? And and Bran is awake and listening to all of this, and that his friends are now burnt up, crispy bits. They was.
Them niggas were burnt. Like, I mean, god damn, they must have had they must have had one hell of a fucking fire to burn them motherfuckers up like that.
Yeah, that was like 8th degree burns, because if you touched them, they would have just been crumbled away. They would have been ashes. So that way, nobody could say, that's not Bran and Rickon, and he so. Except men knew they wasn't, that he was lying the whole time. So all right.
So like one thing about
I'm done.
So one thing about the walnuts is that Dag, his homeboy Dagmere, what's his name? Cleftjaw, who in the book has a fucking he has a weird ass mouth or face or some shit, to where I guess they would have needed prosthetics to actually make it work on the show. So they said fuck that shit. But Theon's right-hand man, aka the devil on the shoulder. He's the one who found the walnuts. And I'm wondering about whether or not, how did he know that connected to Hodor? It took me
a second on that.
Oh, girl, I didn't realize.
It took me. I had to read that bitch about 3 or 4 times.
You just sneak up there with some shit like a little flag.
Oh my god. A fucking baby cute.
Her and
the kids are not even fucking safe around here.
Bro, her and Samantha been going back and forth for comment of the night. We gotta start having a comment of the night or some shit, an award or some shit, bro. They battling it out, this motherfucker.
It has to be comments of the night because
my god, like a top.
There ain't no way we reduce this shit to just one.
Fact.
I mean, because goddamn, the baby Q and fucking.
Bro, it took me a second though.
That milk of the poppy.
Milk of the poppy, and then my nigga versus my nigga.
Man.
milk of the poppy, man. That one's gonna rain for a little bit though.
Yeah.
Milk of the poppy was hard, cuz.
Also, a couple of things with this episode. I remember when Jamie saw Brienne for the first time, he was like, "Is that a woman?"
Yeah.
Like, good God. That motherfucker is huge.
That's a huge
started with the jokes right away.
And Tyrion and Cersei kind of
so they go.
Go ahead, TK. I'm sorry, man.
No, I was about to say that Jamie and Brienne get forth in the next episode.
Yeah, but in this episode, he saw
that we'll get to in a minute.
Because she walked in with Catelyn.
When
she walked in with Catelyn, and Catelyn was kind of questioning his morals, and Jamie was like, "Well, bitch, you don't like Jon Snow, so shut the fuck up."
Facts.
Like, who are you to judge me?
Right. What was his name? Snow, bastard of Winterfell.
Jamie was an asshole.
Top tier.
I fuck with Jamie though, because he be on it though.
Facts.
Yeah, and Tyrion and Cersei had a good conversation there.
Man, we talk about
every time they on screen together. Every time Tyrion and Cersei share a screen is magic. The way those
Tyrion, anybody,
Peter Dinklage and Lena Headey embodied those characters and ate back and forth. Oh my god.
Yeah, like, and they were having a very real and honest conversation. And like for a second, Tyrion was about to console her, but just couldn't do it. Like,
but do you see even how he conveyed like the awkwardness, and then Cersei looking at him like, "Nigga, I know you're not trying to."
Right,
He was
you're not trying to like come over
"Bitch,
here
you know,
and hug it
I
out.
wasn't finna console your ugly ass. Bitch, fuck you.
But that's what
No,
makes
you're right. I hate you, bitch.
that makes it top tier acting that they can have that
Yes.
unspoken
Exactly.
conversation.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
Because
No words.
the siblings know, like, you can't lie to siblings, and you can't lie to me. You know I know you. Talk about it ain't that big, it ain't that little. Yeah, you know I know.
It ain't that little. You said it's not that little.
Like, come on, it ain't that little. You be like, yeah, damn, you do know, goddamn.
Heir to the throne.
Is that a woman?
Jesus.
What? Is that a fucking woman?
What the actual fuck? Okay.
The biggest woman I've ever seen.
Insane.
Well, we done with
Yeah.
7. We on the episode 8.
Yep. Yeah, we on episode 8.
So we arrived back at Winterfell with Theon dumping out all the fucking
Yeah.
ravens because they didn't kill the loopholes.
Episode 8,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Some more betrayal.
So
God damn, TK, you and your fucking Wi-Fi. Your shit is
right,
fucking,
I don't know what the fuck going on.
Your shit and fucking god damn, nigga, you need fucking AT&T or some shit.
God,
What you got over there, man? What you got over there?
Nigga shit.net.
Right.
And Jitterbug.
Yeah, we're back at Winterfell with Theon dumping out all the fucking ravens because he on some we not letting no messages get out of this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we pick up with the conversation with him and Maester Lewyn. Or Maester Lewyn getting the word out to Robb.
Yeah.
And at that point, I think we got Yara there too, and Yara is basically calling Theon stupid as fuck for taking the castle that they have literally no need for on the Iron Islands, and basically trying to convince his dumb ass to come back home, don't die in Winterfell, because nigga, you stupid.
Somebody said TK working with the Ravens.
They done shot TK Ravens down.
Man, Theon got
Theon got him, my boy.
How slow as shit is. You might as well be sending the motherfuckers.
Oh god.
He ain't taking no chances. Rob finding out.
He is mad.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, how dumb is that? You think killing ravens, he's not going to find out? That's the only way that he can find out what you did.
I think it just kind of goes to show like how hasty and dumb and immature like decisions Theon has started to make at this point. I think still in trying to like find his place, and this motherfucker still battling being like a Stark and trying to be a Greyjoy and shit. So like we see the internal battle become external with Theon, which I actually like the way they did that. Going rewatching it, you really get a deeper sense of appreciation for like the actor and what he did, because like Theon went through probably one of the deepest ranges just as a character throughout the whole shit. I don't want to say too much, obviously, but Theon's arc was fucking genius, honestly.
And we see, like, in the beauty about his character is that, and this is something that his homeboy pointed out when he was like, you would rather be cruel than weak. Well, Theon is fucking both cruel and weak, and that makes for like just interesting character who just struggles. You're right, like you were saying, Carlton, was just like his inner, like who he is as a person compared to who he wants or wants to be portrayed as. And so, and this comes to head in these 2 episodes, especially when his sister knows who the fuck he is, and she ain't been around that long, but she reads this motherfucker like a book, and it's like,
man, within minutes.
Just come back to the sea, player. I ain't gonna judge you, man. Judge free zone. Our daddy's
been trying to prove himself for no reason.
Yeah.
And she literally told him, like, look, man, we miss our mother. We had to endure our father. Come back home, man. You fucking up right now, boy.
That's why I call that nigga John Morant, man. I mean, bro, that nigga, you ain't like that.
You hold that pistol up.
Yeah. Nigga, you ain't like that, bro. You come from a fucking middle class. Come on, man. Come on, I don't do that.
I am somebody. Great job.
Yara really wanted to say, you see why I gave you the C, bitch? See?
That's why I see why I gave you the C, bitch.
This why you got one little punk ass ship, my boy.
Right. Exactly.
You wilding over here.
Wilding out. And all of it really was for naught, which, of course we'll come to see that. But then we take us back up north out with Jon Snow, back with Jon being held captive. He's taken to, is this our first time seeing the Lord of Bones?
Yes.
Yes.
Take us through it, mother of the sweet summer cherries.
Please.
Yes.
So Jon is up there at the wall, and he's in the camp with the Wildlings, and they're talking about, well, we should just kill him, and we should just do that, and this, that, and the third. And then Ygritte keeps jumping in. She keeps jumping in. No, that's not what you want to do. No, that's not what needs to happen next. And
is it because she already want that meat?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she has to disguise it, because she has to. Well, you need to take him to Mance, because Mance is the leader, and Mance will make the decision as to what to do with him. And so she keeps throwing her part, throwing it in. She keeps throwing that mid range so that she can stay in the game. And so they finally are taking him off that way. Is Corn still no? Does he see Corn again? Corn half hand?
I think at this point we see Corn for the first time.
Yeah.
Because Corn had been captured.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And they meet and they have the conversation at this point, right? Where basically Corn is telling them, hey, we came back after you went missing and they found us before we found you, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so so basically he's telling Jon, like, look, yeah, the other men died, but it's up to you at this point to make sure it wasn't for nothing.
Right.
Hey, he was a real one for what he did.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Because ain't no way.
All of that up.
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way out of me, goddammit. I ain't about to say sacrifice.
You got me fucked up.
My fucking life, because you fucked up. You got me.
I'd have been in that nigga ear like, look, on 3, nigga, I'm gonna go left and you go right, nigga. And
I ain't got but a half a hand. No, it gotta be you.
Oh.
But he basically knew he had to sacrifice himself.
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way out of me, goddammit. Especially
but a lot of that shit though, fast too. It go back to what you said. Talking about the last episode and the episode that was to come was a lot of the thing was betrayal, and you see a lot of that here. With Jon Snow and what he's got going on. You want to talk about that shit a little bit fast?
Well, yeah. So like, you got the betrayal with Ygritte, kind of. That was still slick kind of betrayal, even though she what she did when she kind of led him to his way. And then you got you got half hand. What he did with Jon Snow, it ain't betrayal, but in the eyes of the Wildling, he had to do it like that so they could kind of trust him in the words. And half hand knew that that's what they needed to do. If somebody's going to get back, they need to be able to trust him, and I sacrifice myself. That's why I say he was real for that.
Yeah.
Well, let's just be real. The Wildlings are not the smartest.
Yeah, I mean that's when.
Yeah, they're not
strategic.
They're not strategic in the least little bit.
One man in
other than Mance Rayder, none of the Wildlings.
But he ain't no Wildling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
He used to be.
Well, he was up there with.
He used to be a crow. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to be a crow.
So,
he was up there. I feel like he had some rank.
Yeah. I mean, he was a ranger. I think he was like a high-ranking ranger. He had been out on ranger. And then he was the one that Lord Commander said he survived out weeks or some shit like that. When he was out ranging, he was lost some shit. So he lost his hand, half his hand.
Did he have some Wildling wop? Is that why Rance left?
You know, he got a little wildling baby, so he had to get some of that wildling wild.
He said, I love this shit.
That boy shot the wildling club up.
Nigga said, and I can be king? Oh, fuck that. Shit. Fuck that. I ain't going back.
The other important thing that happened in this
scene
when they went back to Sam and the other crows that were still digging and stuff, and they found that they found that big stone. They found all the dragon glass that was wrapped in a night watchman's cloak, and they found the horn, which was supposed to be important, but wound up being a piece of throwaway something. But anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was another thing that they just fucking tossed aside.
Yeah. So, but of course, Sam knew what it was because he read it in a book.
Thank God for Sam. I fuck with Sam too.
Sam was the fucking internet because
if it wasn't for Sam, they would threw that shit down. Like, what the fuck we gonna do with this? It's cold.
Them motherfuckers ain't no goddamn thing.
Man, shit.
They would say, threw that dragon glass down. Like, it's too cold for that shit.
What you got, TK?
And it was different because in the book, in the book, John found it, or his direwolf found it in the book.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. Like, all right, TK, look at you. Nigga said, well, actually.
Actually, nigga.
Well, actually, ass nigga. All right, okay.
That would have made it so much more.
Could that be a sign of things to come, me lord?
Me nigga.
God damn. Oh my God, bro. Samantha Wooden is on fire. Oh my God.
TK's
on fire, bro.
Right.
She burning up like a fucking carcass before Drogon eat it. God damn.
Woo. You got that right. That nigga need to niggapedia his fucking internet. I know that shit.
Bro. Why are they going back and forth with these comments?
Shit, TK join House of the Book.
Actually, Emily, I'm on my 4th book now.
Uh-oh. That boy said, get your shit together.
All right.
Man. Boy, I love talking shit with you niggas on Sunday.
He got on down.
And there he goes again.
He gonna slide back in this bitch like Rick on again.
All right, so now we had it's now we head over to Robb's camp, and we
back over here with Robb pitching Woo on the fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
What I tell you about pitching Woo? That nigga out there. Hey, look, this nigga out taking advantage of the scenery. He got the King's Guard and shit behind him on horseback. They walking and shit. It's all lovely and plush, and he's still trying to act like he gonna uphold this goddamn oath. Boy, we know you ain't gonna do that shit.
Right.
Betrayal.
But even she was slick when she was like, "Well, I hope you're happy," or whatever she said.
Did she know what she was doing or what? Because she was doing a whole lot of that little lady shit. She knew what she was doing.
Like she came
like,
to
you're a nice young king. Oh hell yeah.
Nice young looking king. He's a good man. Okay. He ain't got no kids, girl.
She done showed up at your girl's bridal party wearing white.
Man. Oh God. Like, girl, fuck your wedding.
It's fucking messy as can be, goddammit.
Bro, she was like, fuck that shit from jump. And then this nigga, his nose was wide open. Talk about a foot fetish. This nigga nose was wide open from the moment that girl cut that boy's foot off.
Right. You know what? And
that's why I think he got foot fetish.
This is, you know, though, she's such a fucking pacifist, and he ended up trying to appease her in her pacifism during fucking war. Like,
She
all
tried
right,
to,
nigga, like, I get it. You want to be
playing
fucking
hard to get a
honorable.
little bit with
Right.
the king.
Yeah, you want to leave a few niggas alive and shit. Like, I get that, but he started like just. I mean, I started to agree with all the ways those women got that wild. Right? Shit, they do.
They're going down to Essos, my boy.
Whatever.
Hey man,
But all these motherfuckers, man, like all of them, bro. Like they all. I mean, like she literally like fucking turned the war against him internally. I think.
And he did. And the way that Robb, to me, dismissed Roose.
There it is.
Like, and I'm a very much so modern woman, but
This
it's
nigga
like
got me agreeing with Roose fucking Bolton.
Right.
because Roose was like,
Roose was right.
she know he was betrothed.
She was the beginning for Robb, dog.
Roose was right.
don't start that, Carlton.
She was.
Nigga was right.
She was.
Oh,
she
you
was
know it's
definitely the
coming.
beginning of the
They should have
war.
started filleting niggas.
But it's at this moment.
It's at this moment when
Nigga, audio only.
hey y'all,
Hey, like, is that Jesus?
that nigga TK in the band like, hey y'all, keep it together, niggas. Fucking
nigga
go
like
to
that
TK in this bitch.
Like that nigga, like the episode of Fresh Prince. You remember when they hired that?
Yes, nigga.
that fucking ex-con. And Carlton said that shit, and everybody looking around like, what?
Oh my god, man.
Is that you, God?
Oh my god.
The niggas were like, what?
Nigga, TK.
So
we got you,
T. Kelly's reaching out
Oh.
from prison.
All I'm saying is,
look.
From the seven heavens.
God damn.
I'm saying. You got.
Oh my god, man. Oh my mama, Clinton. Oh my mama. That's what TK is right now. Anyway, y'all, goddamn it, we out here. Rob
He's
still
like, this is
pitching
your
on the
conscience
fucking
speaking.
job, and
Pitching woo.
we get a rider that rides up to inform Rob that the Kingslayer has escaped.
Yeah.
To which he replies, "How?" And that takes us immediately to the next scene of him talking to his mama. And he finds out that his mother-
Betrayal.
Man, betrayal. Talk on it fast. Talk to us about betrayal and the last couple betrayals.
So you got Robb betraying his oath. You got Caitlyn Stark betraying Robb by going behind his back and giving away a very valuable prisoner for two daughters that she might not get back, but she a mama, so she don't give a damn. She gonna try. But at the same time, what kind of leverage he gonna have at war? Same time, she don't give a damn. She will betray anything to get her babies back.
Right.
This is mama. That's why they was back in the day, you know, how they were. But at the same time, look, we at war. We need this nigga. Like, for real.
Facts. And like you said, they lost all the leverage, but it's like you said.
You already lost Tyrion.
Right. You lost Tyrion a whole fucking season ago. Now you've intentionally released the brother who was even like shit. When we talking leverage, Tyrion ain't shit compared to Jaime. Like the only prisoner that would hold more value than Jaime in this kingdom would be Tywin himself.
Yep.
As far
one
as
of them kids.
right. So I mean, other than that, you know, this is
But
as high value as it gets, especially when it concerns Lannisters and Tywin getting a prisoner back.
Right.
Yep. That's his pride and joy as Jaime.
And speaking of Tywin, just real quick. No, wait. Like, are we at Harrenhal yet? My fault.
Yeah.
Are we?
Yeah,
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
can go there.
We're
So
already at the point of Robb and finding out about Kingslayer escaping, and it takes us right to Harrenhal.
oh yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. And so Tywin, and so we get to Harrenhal and we see Tywin essentially leaves Arya with the mountain, right? And this is Tywin's way of saying, okay, I've had enough of this girl right here, because I think that was his way of essentially saying, good luck, motherfucker, like with this motherfucker. And if you live or die,
You've been bullshitting, huh? Let me see if you keep bullshitting.
Exactly. And he knows that. And it's sort of like his way of throwing away something sentimental to him, because Arya was pulling at his heartstrings. And so he wanted to get rid of her in the way he always gets rid of shit, which is just handed it off to the Mountain to do the dirty work. I think, or at least in some form, the Mountain was he thought that the Mountain would end up like she says one smart thing to that motherfucker, he just kills her. Like one inkling of a smart fucking comment. That's
head smash.
It would be to him be like swatting a fly.
Literally.
Yeah, and
even
then
though we on like the second of 3 mountains. Did y'all know?
Man, I just want to say,
yeah, the second of 3 mountains.
This is the second mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the second mountain. Yeah,
this mountain talked the most though. This nigga had a couple lines here.
And he didn't sound stupid.
Because that third mountain had one fucking line.
Like this mountain almost sound like strategic about shit.
Yeah,
like, you see, he was even sitting in on the fucking war council. We had never seen that in any other point in the show.
Sitting down.
You got the mountain sitting in on the war council.
And then we had Arya seeking out
Jaqen H'gar.
No.
Jaqen
H'gar.
Jaqen
H'gar.
Hey,
that's that nigga name.
That was for you, CJ.
When you say
hey, I love this. I love this scene. Hey, I love this scene with Arya and Jaqen
H'gar.
You sound like an R&B singer.
Jaqen H'gar.
Hey, that was a dope ass scene with them.
I love that scene. Arya, with Arya, he was like, I need you to kill this nigga before he go. He's like, I need a week, I need a month, I need a day. Like, man, fuck that. I need it. Well, all right, I don't want to do it. All right, bet. You gonna kill anybody? All I gotta do is say their name? Like, yes, a man will kill anybody. All right, nigga, you. I'm like, oh, wait. He said, oh, wait.
His own name.
You kill a man's own name? He said, all right, I'll name you. Then she was like, all right, get me out of here. He's like, I can't just do that. He's like, all right, girl has no honor. She's like, I don't give no fuck about no honor. I'm trying to get him out of here. What's the honor? You try killing people and honor.
She hit that nigga with a Jordan shrug. A girl has no honor? Arya said.
No. But you know what's funny though? As they were escaping,
boys out there at 12 o'clock on the dots.
Right.
That nigga said, "Fuck, I can't play with this girl."
And as they were escaping, did y'all notice that fucking hot pie, aka Pot Pie, was talking about fucking food?
Of course.
Hell yeah.
While eating. Nigga was talking about food while eating. Motherfucker had to pull the food out of his mouth.
That's like looking at the fucking Food Network while eating food. Like, that's the equivalent of a nigga looking at a cooking show while they fucking eating.
Hot Pot went to Costco all the time.
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Just in there taking all the samples.
Shit, like between Costco and Buc-ee's, that nigga
bought an internet discount.
Oh God,
is my internet fucking up too?
A little bit.
You got a little robot lag to you, my brother.
Like, but you got a little drag to you too.
Got a little pop lock going on.
You got a little TK in you.
Oh
man.
It must be something with that Houston, Texas.
I ain't know
She got that TK internet, don't it?
Man, I seen it live. I was like, maybe
got that nigga.shit.org.
Hey, I gotta go in the house. I'm back in my barbershop. I gotta go in the house.
Oh my God, this is the most niggerish episode ever.
It's got that nigga shit. What'd you call that shit earlier, Carlton? What'd you say?
Man, I don't even fucking remember.
What's that shit? Something.net? What the fuck you say?
Niggershit.net.
Niggershit.net.
Oh man.
Oh
yeah.
Iris Kennedy at niggershit.net.
Oh man.
Bring us back, mother. Bring us back.
All right. So once they you know, he's Jaqen H'gar agrees with Arya and
Jaqen
H'gar.
Shout out to CJ.
That agrees that he will kill that, be at the gate at midnight, and all you have to do is walk through. And so they're Gendry and Hot Pie are at the gate at midnight, and they're looking, and the guards are still there, and they're like, well, are we gonna go? Are we gonna stay? What are we gonna do? What did you bring? Do you have some food? And of course, Hot Pie does have food because he always
you know you gonna have
I know.
What Hot Pie do to y'all, man?
Hot Pie got the fucking
Hot Pie. Let me tell you what, Hot Pie is just Hot Pie. You
nigga,
know what you're getting when you
if
get
your name is fucking Hot Pie, I guarantee you, nigga, you got some snacks.
somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Hey, in a pocket, in a fat roll, keeping it warm. I don't know.
They walking all up and down the King's Road. This nigga pulling food out.
Yeah.
Like, where did you get that from?
Where did you even get that?
So
You pull out a bear claw.
they get to the gate, and Arya's like, well, I'm going because he said that we could go. It's midnight and we're going. And so she starts walking towards the gates, and she's looking at the 3 guards that are there, and she notices like blood is dripping, and they have like a stake through them, and stuff is cut, and somebody's head is smashed, but they're stacked up like they're still on guard, and so they get out of that gate, man. And so that is the end of that adventure for them, and so they're out on the road.
Yep.
They are loose and free for the moment. And then we go back to King's Landing.
Mm-hmm.
And
we got another fire scene with Tyrion and Cersei on deck.
With Tyrion and this scene is just, I don't know, it just blows my mind because so Cersei thinks she's got Tyrion in a trick. Okay.
Yes.
So one of the things we did not talk about from the last episode was Sansa. Sansa is now a woman. She woke up and she got her period. And they were she and Shay were trying to hide it. And Cersei called her in and they had a conversation but she is not happy that this has happened to her now. And so she's, and Cersei's like, well, once upon a time, you would have been so happy that you would have been ready to have little princes and princesses for your king. and Sansa's like, really, bitch? That ain't the case now because I done been through too much shit with y'all. Y'all ain't shit.
Bitch, y'all killed my daddy.
Yeah, y'all kill my daddy.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said too, by the way.
Top of the list.
she killed my daddy.
So they're going through that. And so now we're back at Winterfell. And like I said, Cersei thinks she's got Tyrion in a trick because she thinks she's found who his girlfriend is. And so she's leading around this conversation and talking about, when you fall in love and you want to protect who you love and, all of these things. And so she's still mad because Tyrion sent Myrcella away. And he's like, it was for her own safety because they're talking about battle plans and Joffrey leading the troops and all of this other stuff as well. And so Tyrion's sitting there like, keep talking. And she's like, well, when you think you can keep things secret, but, I always find out different, I always find out everything that I need to know. And says, I found your girlfriend. How could you hide her at the whorehouse with a lion's necklace?
Cersei thought she was cooking.
Yeah. And so Tyrion does
let her cook. Let her cook.
Yeah, Tyrion
like,
he's like, I'm just gonna let this play out. Let her talk. And then when she's like, Sir so and so, bring in his girlfriend, and who is it? Roz.
Yep.
The redhead. Okay.
You're so sweet to call her his girlfriend. His whore.
His whore. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. His whore.
Low down, dirty whore.
Tyrion turned around. He didn't know who was finna walk in that room. He saw Roz and was like,
He's like,
God, she got the wrong hoe.
You got the wrong hoe.
You got the wrong hoe. And
Ho.
so, but you know, Tyrion and Roz do actually have a connection. They, you know, because who was he fucking when he first went to Winterfell? Roz. And then 2 more got brought in, but that's another story. You know, I don't know how much dick Tyrion got, but apparently him and now his new squire, who is the first appearance of Podrick Payne. Okay. And
Pod.
Better known in Westeros as Tripod, and we'll learn that story later on.
God damn.
Yes, the lunchbox has landed.
That nigga's a killer.
The lunchbox has landed.
If you think about it, the only reason Roz is in Winterfell is because of Tyrion. She would have never came to Winterfell if it wasn't for like his inkling when she was in Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so she's like, "Don't forget me," you know. But she comes in and she's all punched up and bruised and shit. And okay, so she done took a beating, and apparently Roz can take a punch. All right, so we gonna, you know, because she's a tough girl from the north.
Yeah, she can't take a fucking, but she can't take a goddamn bow and arrow. That shit.
Yeah,
oh my God.
That's a different story. That's a different
that
story.
Motherfucker.
All right, Pod. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you. Oh, I hate y'all. Oh God. So
not Pod getting that fan mail.
Yeah. So after their meeting, of course, Tyrion runs back to his chambers, the Hand of the King chamber, and he's calling out for Shay. He waits till he gets to the door. And he's like, Shay, she comes in from the balcony, and so he's like relieved and everything, and so they have a little tender moment, and she's like,
get the grapes out. That nigga was feeding her grapes and wine and cheese and shit. Oh my love, you're mine.
Simple to fucking year. My nigga Tyrion was going out bad right there, but I was like, oh my God,
nigga Tyrion loved the hoes.
It's so cringe. It's so cringe.
Kissing her in the mouth and shit. You know how many motherfuckers you didn't kiss? So one thing I gotta say about conversations between Tyrion and Cersei is that it was funny when Cersei was like, "You think I'm an idiot?" And he was like, "I see you have above average intelligence."
Like you fucking right, you an idiot.
And then the motherfucker proceeds to not act at above average intelligence, which she brings out the wrong motherfucker. Like, but that's who Cersei is, right? She's above average intelligence, but for some reason, her shit goes to the 29th floor, but doesn't get to the 30th fucking floor. It's always like that with her ass.
It's because she knows it.
And exactly. History is why she asked the fucking question, because she's insecure, especially when it comes to matching wits for wits, right? Because you can't.
And the other thing in that scene was
the other thing is that you're reading the fucking book with the war strategy. That shit was hilarious. And Bronn,
Leslie, you got some of that
game about who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, my shit dragging too.
TK, hey, this nigga done affect us like fucking cordyceps.
Right.
Oh shit!
Nigga gave us the fungus,
man.
nigga.
Fuck y'all.
You all got the internet.
God damn, TK, shut your shit down, nigga.
TK is taking us out like TK is taking us out like milk of the poppy.
Hey, you can't touch it. You touch it like fentanyl, you gonna get high.
Ooh.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Yo, like, did y'all hear anything about the fucking Bronn and Tyrion? No, y'all heard nothing about that.
Yeah.
I was trying to go back to that interaction.
I ain't trying to do that glow coat shit. You got me fucked up. I ain't trying to get no job. You promised me the other shit. And you the hand of the king? Hell no. I need something else.
But Tyrion hit Cersei with Tyrion hit Cersei. I'm trying not to read the comments. Tyrion hit Cersei with the killer comment that when you see that thing actually happen,
he
that shit came back to bite him.
So when he
said that, he
one
went too
day,
far.
in the future, when the joy that you are experiencing turns to ash in your mouth, that thing, that scene. So this scene, and then that scene, which comes a little later. I mean, that's all you will hear reverberating in your, your joy will turn to ash in your mouth.
Oh, wait a second. Can we?
He did that.
Like, is my internet still fucking up?
No, you good.
All right, okay, all right. Hey, can we talk about what Joffrey was like? It was like they say Stannis never smiles. I'll give him a red smile.
I'll put a red smile. The nigga was like, whatever, nigga.
There's and Tyrion was looking at this nigga like, this motherfucker is so stupid.
Hey,
that's your concern.
I'm watching this nigga with the hand, like, nigga.
Like, you know that dude that's that meme, that dude turn around in the car, like,
right.
Everybody was doing that.
Clinton Myers.
Is this your man's?
And then fucking Tyrion was like,
if he was on the beach, I'll ride out to meet him. I'm gonna give him a red smile.
And then fucking Tyrion was like, imagine Stannis' terror. And Varys was like, I'm trying.
Hey,
right.
Tyrion, it's so with it, bro.
Them niggas, boy. Yeah, Joffrey was
where we at here? Back out here, back at Robb.
Joffrey was not right.
Can we touch real quick on Tyrion and your boy?
Bronn?
Yeah.
Yeah, take us through it.
I said, can we? No. Leslie was making Lil TK Jr. was making a good point about their
Varys walked in on the boys too.
Little TK Jr. What was the point I was making? I don't know.
about Bronn, Tyrion talking about he needs to wear a gold cloak. And Bronn was like, no, sir.
Yeah, no, like that was a great interaction because Bronn also told about him rounding up the thieves and shit. And Bronn was like, listen, thieves are kings when the fucking when the city is being sieged. And so food becomes more valuable than gold, than any kind of currency. And so we need to get rid of them motherfuckers first and foremost before Stannis comes in to try to invade us. Because hunger is the number one factor that drives a city into madness when war is upon it. So
thanks.
Yeah, my nigga Bronn, man, he always giving us life lessons and shit about war.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bronn really played the fuck out of the Game of Thrones. Like if you think about it, he played the game better than damn anybody.
Anybody. My boy got
Bronn played the fuck out of the Game of Thrones.
Yes. Yes.
Now,
if CJ here, he would be having his Goldie voice right now.
Talking about Jaqen H'gar.
Jaqen H'gar is a player, baby. Yo, y'all need to go back and look at that shit. When that nigga said Jaqen H'gar, it was just only me and fucking Your Grace was the only ones who reacted. Everybody else was like, y'all was niggas were trying to be serious and shit. Pretending like y'all didn't hear that shit.
Nah, y'all probably thought it was what it was. You're like, damn, I thought it was
like, this nigga just say that.
Jaqen.
Was I saying it wrong all this time?
Oh man.
Ooh, all right.
I must have been saying it wrong.
So now we are back at Robb's camp. Yeah.
Yeah. Mother tweets to mature is time. Man. He's like, hey, that was funny, guys. Anyway.
Hit us with a few of them. Woo.
Right.
Okay. Anyway. So
that's hilarious, guys. Any fucking who.
Next.
Ooh, sometimes I hate my people.
Any fucking
I hate your whole life. I'm
Man,
gonna tell you that.
keep
right
us
now.
in line. You see, that's what we
Oh
need.
man, you niggas done cut up all night. This here night to night.
All right, so
We need
we
somebody
back
to keep
in
us in line.
at Robb's camp, and again we have Robb consulting with Rooster Bolton, and Rooster is talking about, well, my son can be at Winterfell in 3 days. Okay, so all right, yeah, you and your
Here come
son,
this nigga.
yeah,
Here come this nigga.
We already know how that go.
Yeah.
Comes this. Oh shit! Here comes this
Yeah.
nigga.
Damn, Theon.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm sorry.
Worst nightmare.
I can't work with it. Okay, so TK, I'm so glad you're back.
You know what though? At this point, I don't know whether or not it's TK's internet or he's just staying still. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like whether or not it's like this nigga is like, you know, his shit is frozen or he's just like standing still.
TK won when they played freeze because
Damn.
Because that nigga that had that Malcolm X pose for like I don't know that nigga thinking of like next civil rights strategies or fucking frozen.
Oh god. So after the consultation with Robb and Ruth Bolton, Lady Talisa comes in, and she got on her night dress.
And what the hell her little skinny ass doing in
That
this
was
fucking tent?
scandalous ass shit too. She knew what the fuck she was doing.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just got to throw it to see if they're gonna catch it. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. You know, you come in with the set up right, and it's gonna go just like you want it to go. It's gonna go anyway.
And she set it up. She set that thing. She set that thing right on up.
Yep.
Hey, what you say earlier? They were like the 1400s version of lingerie. Actually, if you think
Yeah, she went in there with her goddamn medieval lingerie on. Bitch, you ain't fooling nobody. That was equivalent to bra and panties nowadays.
Yep, showing cleavage.
Her dressing gown only had 3 strings to pull, and then she was naked. Yeah.
Yeah, she had on her undergarments.
Yeah, they didn't have bra and panties then, so that was her undergarment.
That was the bra and panties.
So now, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I know.
It's free balling.
Ruth dip.
Demon time.
Like this bitch would get water.
Yeah.
Ruth was sick of it.
Yeah, because she always comes in at the wrong time.
It was at that point Ruth knew.
Yeah,
like
that they was gonna be getting down with the get down. So,
like what that nigga Varys said. That nigga Varys said, in the summer house they worship a god with 16 teats. and Tyrion was like, we must sail there immediately.
The gods of tits and wine. Yes.
The god of tits and wine.
Yeah, sign me up.
We must sail there immediately.
Sign me the fuck up immediately.
So we see Robb and Talisa falling in love.
Is that what it was?
That was lust. That was not love.
I saw Robb fall off in that fwatty.
Well, I tell you what. So
that foot off and said, "Oh Lord."
Yeah, I would say that was most definitely lust because she kept her boots on. There you go. If you still got shoes on, it ain't love. Right.
That was lust and opportunity.
What about one
I keep my shoes on all the time.
I just drink.
Oh, we know that ain't water.
That
ain't water.
Why ain't it? I ain't got to drive in the morning. Shit.
That's what I said the morning.
You said it wore off by then.
I'll make some more because it'll be Monday.
Jaqen H'gar got TK ass.
Look at all them arms, niggas.
H'gar.
Oh my God. Lord have mercy.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, okay. Y'all making me act up. Don't make me act up. You know, don't take me.
No wonder why she tired of her shit. Our shit. Has been drinking. Like, you know how things get.
She got things to do. She got things to do.
They should have never gave you niggas the internet.
It don't look like they gave it to him.
Oh, was that Robb's first time? Was it?
That's why he acting like a simp.
Was it?
Oh, okay.
I mean, first
No,
time that we
them
know
boys,
it. This is the first time that it's spoken of. It's a valid point.
Oh yeah, it could have been.
So,
So they didn't talk about it.
It could have been.
I will
but
say,
I thought it was
up
known
until
that
this
them
point in the
lords be
book,
fucking
boy, ain't got
hard.
no sugar dumplings.
I think they hinted at. I thought they.
I thought
always
Raza went through all the Stark boys.
No, they be fucking them whores. They be having.
Damn. Okay.
Look at Tyrion.
Hey, everybody say he fucked Roz, so apparently he fucked Roz.
Tyrion ain't married.
It's all in the comments. Apparently,
Yeah.
everybody got some of Roz.
And I ain't even read the book.
Shit, Roz fucking everybody from Winterfell to goddamn
Shit,
King.
like, with your grace, with your grace, you came
young
Wikipedia and you
woman.
read the book. She was like, "Well, actually."
Roz must have had some good bounce back though to be ran through by everybody and they still coming back. I mean, she must have been using vinegar and water and doing something. Had some kind of Winterfell potion to stay tight.
Yeah, she had a good Maester.
Guap 3000.
Maester.
I mean,
Maester, snap it back for me, Maester.
listen for fucking
Guap is
Fucking
3000.
Push it back.
shit, nigga. Listen,
got messing with
12th
y'all.
century medieval time, that motherfucker was fine. I'll give her that. I mean,
Cootie bang.
Cootie bang, goddamn.
He got what?
Cootie bang.
See, this is why we can't have nice things. This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things. And to end this shit, where we at? Back in Winterfell with Theon?
Yep.
And at the crib, yeah.
Back at the crib, and this is where we officially find out that the boys actually aren't dead. This is where we find out that they double back, went through the creek, went back to Winterfell to throw off the scent for the hounds, and they were hiding in the crypt the whole time.
Yep.
So the boys that were actually were the farmers' boys.
Yeah.
Yep. Burnt to a crisp.
And Bran little nose ass was listening the whole goddamn time.
The whole goddamn time.
This is why the internet won't work. You are right, Addy Mama. This is 100% correct. They should have never gave these niggas internet. Rod got that snow.
Rod's got that snow good. Wow.
TK, you gonna be able to get on this motherfucker long enough to close the show with my boy? Or
TK got that nigganet.org.
Let's give him a minute to reply. It might take a second.
Y'all leave TK alone, man.
Hey,
TK is hot.
First of all, fuck everybody. Let me just say that again.
He got that out.
I thought he stopped talking. I thought he got cut, but he stopped talking. That was smart.
Oh God.
He was anticipating. You done figured out the.
Anyway, listen. One of you niggas gonna have to close. One of y'all gonna have to do it because I don't know if I'm getting out good enough. So
We got you right now, at least.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, like if you hurry up, I think you can make it.
Fuck you for that.
Hey, every 12 seconds, just pause for 3 seconds and then continue.
God damn,
You get
nigga.
about 12 seconds.
God damn, nigga. This is like fucking Interstellar. Like we had the fucking it's
We
fucking 1
figure
hour,
out that clock
26 years old.
algorithm.
Oh. And
Hit 2 times on the back of the TV. This motherfucker hit 2 times. Turn on now. Hit the light switch
Well-
3 times. Open the refrigerator.
Well, niggas.
Oh,
TK mad at
Trying to teach you on the last day of school.
oh my God.
This nigga,
Oh man.
God
This
damn.
TK
Daddy,
plug,
mama, I drink to you.
man. TK plug the shit at the bottom, man. Listen,
That ain't water.
y'all. Follow us, listen to us wherever you get your pods. YouTube, Black with No Chaser, Black with No Chaser TV. What's the Instagram plug? TK put all that shit on the bottom of the screen. Then niggas, goodbye, niggas. TK said, "Fuck the plug." Black
Shouldn't
with No
that be
Chaser TV.
my
Then it says, "Goodbye, niggas."
Yeah, y'all check us out at Watch Them Thrones. We trying to lock down more fucking interviews with people, and that shit is coming soon. So just wait on that. Y'all will be surprised at some of the guests we got potentially lined up. That shit's gonna be dope.
We promise we'll have the internet together by then.
Yeah, of course. Black with No Chaser.
How do I lead this motherfucker?
Yo, TK, is your face still stuck?
Nigga like,
It's over with, TK. Killed alive, my boy.
He can't.
He can't kill alive. We gotta stay on all night, nigga. We just gotta do the show.